everybody. John Chapman, 44th Imperial Potentate. Just responded to some questions from across the domain regarding various issues. Let me just say that Dr. Kirksey is rolling that into a format for the session in August, and those services will be available. We have already had a long-standing integrated relationship with the Divine Nine. Of course, that's of interest to me personally, because I'm a member of the greatest fraternity on earth known to God and man, all men of achievement, Kappa Alpha Psi Incorporated. So yes, we will be merging our efforts with them, okay, so that we have more impact and more productivity as time moves on. If you pay for a contract review, okay, no, you do not receive a refund. As of today, I am not authorizing any dispensations for balls in 2021 until we see where the numbers in the nation are falling and also what the various COVID-19 guidelines are in the 50 states across the United States. The Imperial Oriental Guide, Gary Sylvester, is heading up a committee doing a vendor licensing program that will include not just a license to reproduce paraphernalia with our information, but if those persons are not licensed to other fraternal organizations such as the Divine Nine, they won't be allowed to sell the Divine Nine product, okay, without it. Okay, if someone is suspended for any reason, okay, they're welcome to attend functions of the temple and or the court, but they cannot wear any designation that will identify them as a member of the organization until such time as their issues have been resolved. Well, I know that I respond frequently, okay, with daily regularity. Now, I'm not aware of who Noble Stephen Hill from Kinder Temple. If you're having a problem reaching one of the elected Divan members, send me an email and I'll make sure that you and that individual are connected. The deputy of the Oasis is my representative, my personal representative in the Oasis. And his responsibility is to see that the Constitution and general laws of the Imperial Council are followed and to make certain that any directive from my office is implemented and followed. So no, you cannot elect a deputy of the Oasis. Training, I would agree with that. And we would have to discuss that with Dr. Melvin in the medical department. As always, we will have to have a review of the legal department to make certain that we're not exposing ourselves or the Imperial Council to litigation. The purpose of the class, as I understood it when it was formed, was so that there would be an interconnectedness between those who are leading our courts and temples across the domain. It somehow morphed itself into more of a social interaction group than anything else. Now, I've taken steps regarding the classes. The divan made a decision several years ago that classes would end with the second lieutenant or the assistant rabban. There is no high priest and prophet, Oriental guide classes, ceremonial masters or ceremonial daughters. That class doesn't exist. There was another problem about classes. They were being advised by members of my divan and members of the Imperial Commanderess's divan. Okay, now in our case, we are legal board of directors. And that relationship could in some ways at some times create great conflict. So what I have done is made a decision that no member of the Imperial Council divan or the Imperial Court divan will serve as an advisor to a class. Past Imperial Potentate Donald Parks has been assigned as the advisor to the current class of illustrious potentates entering office in December of this year. Past Imperial Potentate Homer L. Buchanan has been assigned as the advisor to the Chief Rabbans entering office this year. And past Imperial Potentate Rochelle Julian has been assigned as the advisor for the assistant Rabbans who are entering office this year. And they will follow those classes through their completion. On the daughter side, Honorary Past Imperial Commanderess Brenda James of Nabar Court, number 128, has been assigned to advise the current incoming illustrious commanderesses for this year, followed by Honorary Past Imperial Commanderess daughter Pat Young of Mecca Court number 2 to advise the first lieutenant commandresses. And the daughter's name escapes me. She's a member of Meraki Court number 32, Detroit, Michigan. She has been assigned to advise the second lieutenant commandresses. And both daughter Young and the daughter from Meraki Court will follow those classes through the completion of those individuals' years as illustrious commanders. I realize people like and want and sometimes need recognition. However, the core responsibility of every elected officer in every temple and or court is the growth, sustainment, and prosperity of that court. Now, it's been reported to me that I have an issue where a potentate, commandress, first and second lieutenant, assistant rabban, chief rabban did not attend their court and temple's Friends and Family Day to attend a ball in another desert. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. And in some case, it may require action on my part, okay, should these things happen and or continue. I've watched classes give money continuously to the Imperial Council since their inception at the session at the Student Aid Program. And that's great. But my question is, why are you giving money in the name of your court or your temple? Why are you not doing that as opposed to your class? So just let me say that we're going to have a little more guidance and a little more structure going forward. We are getting ready to implement a virtual creation on January 9. Subsequent to that, the ICE department, under the leadership of Honorary Past Imperial Potentate Dwayne Thomas of Asami 225, will be implementing a virtual exaltation process. All of those eligible to participate will be notified, okay, and given full opportunity. That exaltation will take the place of the exaltation that should have occurred in Atlanta, Georgia in August. I designated that all of those who served in 2018 and 2019, okay, could style and present themselves as actual past illustrious potentates, actual past commandresses, until such time as the exaltation or past commandress degree was given. My understanding from the Imperial Commandress is that her IT people, along with our IT department, and the ICE department, is developing a past commandress degree presentation. So that should occur probably in February or early March of next year. So just be advised that the process is coming, okay? And everybody is going to be serviced. One of my dedications during my tenure is to improve customer service in this organization. You, the members, deserve it. You pay for it, and you should get it without too much difficulty. I want to thank people for keeping their eye on the ball as it bounces across the domain as we struggle through these trying times with this coronavirus. Remember, folk, they got a vaccine out. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I'm not taking that vaccine. The vaccine is safe. And it's a benefit to your health and to the health of others. We, as an African-American organization, because of our community, we are more affected by the virus than many, many others. I know that I'm a confirmed geriatric. I'm over 70, okay? And I am a type 2 diabetic. So as soon as the vaccine is available here in my city of Philadelphia, okay, my wife and I will be availing ourselves of it. It might help us to get to better numbers, allow us to have a joyous 128th Imperial Council session in the Oasis of Philadelphia. So everybody, get the vaccine. Protect yourself, protect others, okay, so that you don't have any regrets that you may have been a carrier that affected someone that you love. I want to thank everybody. I want to say God bless. Hold on tight. Okay. Enjoy this holiday season. If you can't physically be in the presence of your family, most of us have phones, computers. Get a virtual platform and everybody can engage and socialize and give warm fellowship and love and greetings to loved ones and family members. Again, one issue that I have to point out before I depart. At the July 3rd Divan meeting, when he gave his report, Dr. Gray, our second ceremonial master, had presented a proposal relative to reducing the per capita tax for nobles to $45 for 2021. If you read the motion in the minutes, the report was received and reviewed only. It was not approved. Per capita tax for 2021 is $60 per member. I did give temples the authority and courts the authority to reduce their court and or temple due structure, okay, if they felt that they wanted to exercise some relief to their members. Look in the next 2 days to receiving the Administrative Bulletin number 4, which iterates this again and explains some other matters. Have a great holiday. Look forward to everyone being present in the new year. And prayerfully, we'll have a 128th session, hopefully in person, but if not, there will be some version of a session held in August of 2021.